So here we go. Time to look at the career mode, guys. As I said before, we choose a starting location and it can be anywhere except big airports where you would not start your aviation career. So actually, let's go somewhere cool. So we are, let's go somewhere that we can get a look at scenery as well. Salt Lake, why not? One of my favorite places. And again, the scenery isn't loading in perfectly right now. I think that's just because this is a pre-release version. So take that with a grain of salt. Here we go. South Valley Regional. Took a little bit to load in there, but this kind of circling view is really cool. Now, if you're watching these videos out of order, this is my first experience loaded into anything in the sim, so you'll see this first time with me. And here we go. Well, everyone's been looking forward to walking around. Let's see, who are we going to talk to?
You must be Aaron Rhines number 757, right?
Yes, Mr. Robot Man, that is me. Cool. Next.
Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
Very cool.
Then, once you've earned your PPL, you can build up your flight hours and get more experience by taking people out on first flights.
Nice.
But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local
First flight in the sim, let's see.
Welcome to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I am finishing?
Ooh, how do I walk around? Okay, my, is it WASD? It is. So my mouse is look. This is cool.
Today we will fly a
This is
Cessna
cool.
172 Skyhawk.
Okay.
It is the main trainer airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower
Nice.
engine, climbs well and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. Hey, I'm ready if you are, so hop on and buckle up.
Here we go,
Let
guys.
the good times roll.
Oh, there we go. I right click and it brings my cursor up and then,
Welcome aboard.
oh, here we go.
While you
So
settle
no
in,
animation
let's
for
go
getting
over
in,
our
I
flight
guess.
plan.
Interesting.
After taking off, we will climb to 6,100 feet above sea level,
Okay.
and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view.
Sounds good.
Ready? Why don't you start the engine now? Perfect.
There we
The
go.
wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots, so we will take off from runway 34. Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
Oh, he's taxiing. Oh, he's not even gonna let me taxi first time. Pretty cool cutscene. So I assume this is like a loading screen disguised as a cutscene, which is always appreciated. And here we go. I also have not made sure that all of my stuff is set up. You can switch between cockpit. There's backspace. Okay, so it's not space anymore. This looks crazy. So we have to appreciate how good this looks. I'm just trying to figure out the controls on this Turtle Beach because I've never used one. Okay, so there's our like quick view, and then there's like if we want to go smooth. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's get back inside. Backspace. There we go. Let me get my yoke back up here. Nice. And if you can see up here in the top left, now we have actual markings and stuff on the runway. This is cool. Let's see. Here we go. Rolling on, or not. Maybe I need to I guess I need to bind all this stuff. Throttle. There we go. Hopefully, my yoke is bound, but nothing else apparently. Parking brake? There we go. Okay. Let's just go. Look straight ahead, sir. Is rudder bound? I don't think our rudder or toe brakes are bound, so we're going, we're just flying with only the yoke and nothing else, folks. I'll bind all that after. There's 50 knots. 60 knots, there we go. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna have to manually do our flaps as well here. Feels good so far.
Don't pull on the yoke too much or we'll lose speed.
Your exterior view. The scenery looks insane. Oh, so he's doing everything for me. So you got rid of flaps there. Nice.
I see that you know what
He wants
you
me
are
to
doing.
turn. Here we
We
go.
are approaching our first turn. You will see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn.
It's basically the path I took
You can start turning right.
in my real life first flight ever.
Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn.
We're climbing. The Turtle Beach is a little bit twitchy. Do I have trim? Oh, that's flaps. Whoops.
Okay,
Okay.
turn right again. We are
Turn it right
almost there.
again. I'm excited to land it
We
more
need
than
to climb
anything.
to 6,100 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern.
Look how, I can't describe to you. Oh, we
Don't
were
pull too
supposed
much on the yoke.
to,
We are too slow.
we were supposed to turn a lot sharper than
I
that.
love the weather today. The clouds are
Oh,
beautiful, aren't they?
flying
That's
feels better.
Keep it going.
It feels, not delay, I don't know what the right word is. But it's not so immediate like it was in the old sim. I really wish I had trim bound because I don't, I can't mess with my trim, but I'm gonna bind that right after this. We're basically at our altitude.
6,100 feet above sea level,
Nice.
500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have safe separation
That's
from the
cool.
other airplanes.
So as you can see, I was not nearly sharp enough.
See our airport? I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane.
Very
but
busy.
Don't forget to enjoy the view.
I'm trying. Okay, so does this, oh yeah, this view works like that too, nice. Oh my, that's terrifying. He actually looks pretty good though, model-wise. Doesn't he? I need to set like a zoom to something as well.
Well done. I believe you have a talent for piloting.
I'll zoom with the
I
mouse.
hope you enjoyed the flight.
I did.
Let's head back to the ground now.
Okay, we're going to land, folks. Oh! We didn't get to land. He's landing.
I'm glad that we flew together today. And this might be the first chapter in your
might be.
pilot's journey. If you want to embark on it, let's catch up at headquarters. You seemed comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL. There's
Right
a
about
laptop
that.
in the office showing all the certification information you need for your
Ooh.
PPL. Take a look.
We get to go in the office.
You
Certification.
can see all the specific license certifications you can
Ooh.
pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
So we have to get our PPL, but then we basically have endless career paths. Instrument, airline transport, jet airline transport, heavy airliner. Very cool. Scoop, that would be cool. Tail wheel, powered lift, and then we got the helicopter stuff over there. So if I click, what happens? Okay, so this is another cool thing. There is currency in the career mode, and you can work up to, because obviously I'm working for this guy at the moment, you can work up to buying your own plane and eventually even buying your own airliner, they said, which would be cool. And then wear and tear accumulates over time, and when the plane belongs to you, it's up to you to deal with the wear and tear and fix it, and I assume that just costs money. Can't imagine you do anything manually for that. But very cool. So can I just click on landing? Focus on throttle? Nah, I'm gonna do everything. Well, I need to bind throttle first. We're gonna try landing with using a mouse for throttle, and it's gonna be very interesting and probably a disaster, but that's okay. Ooh. Okay.
My first instructor used to say, the
we have
best part
hopped
of
in here.
flying is landing in one piece.
My trim wheel is also not bound,
Today,
so this is
you're
going to be
in
an
charge of
interesting one,
bringing us
folks.
in for a safe landing. And I've already set us up
Pull
in
back on
landing
that a little bit.
configuration at 65 knots with 20 degrees of flaps.
Oh, I was holding right mouse button,
Keep
so
your
I
aim
couldn't use
point on
anything.
the runway threshold. When
Okay.
you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
Okay. We're at 65 knots. Okay, folks. I just got told lunch is almost ready. Let's see if I can land this, though. We're just going to leave our power
Reduce
setting
throttle
because,
to idle.
well, I could reduce throttle, but it's hard when I'm like this. Oh my gosh.
Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
That was definitely,
Nice. Now
not
apply
the best
brakes to
landing.
slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
Oh, my brakes actually work. That's good. Does my rudder work?
Use rudder
Oh, rudder-
pedals to stay on
ah.
the center line.
Oh, so I'm assuming, okay, so my throttle is definitely not bound, but rudder just wasn't working because I was in the first flight and it wouldn't let me. Interesting. Well, there is a first look at career mode. Let's stop the plane and see what happens.
You did well.
There
but
we go.
You can do better.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Training complete. Okay, so it gives you a rating on a few different criteria, and then you can go back to your headquarters and do it all over. But obviously there's way more to this than just what you've seen, but I only have a certain amount of time for recording. So we're gonna save our time. Hope you enjoyed that though. It definitely looks cool. It'll be cool getting into the other stuff after you get your PPL, I think. I think that'll be cool, like actually fighting wildfires and stuff. But of course, I can't do that yet. So hope you enjoyed that. Go watch all the other videos that I've posted today because there's gonna be a lot.